Hello and welcome back once again to Infinite Jeff, the project. Where I, Jeff, read the book Infinite Jest to you one page at a time, one day at a time, put it up on YouTube. This is page 301. Here we go. Kilos, and his skin was the color of summer squash. He had terrible shivering attacks and also perspired. He had a sty that had scraped one eyeball as pink as a bunny's. His nose ran like twin spigots, and the output had a yellow-green tinge he didn't think looked promising at all. There was an uncommonly dry rot smell about him that even he could smell. In Watertown, he tried to pawn his fine auburn wig with removable chignon, what's that word? Chignon. Chignon, a knot or coil of hair arranged at the back of a woman's head. Okay, or poor Tony's. Chignon. In Watertown, he tried to pawn his fine auburn wig with removable chignon, and was cursed at in Armenian because the wig had infestations from his own hair below. Let's not even mention the Armenian pawnbroker's critique of his red leather coat. Poor Tony got more and more ill as he further withdrew. His symptoms themselves developed symptoms. Troughs and nodes he charted with morbid attention in the dumpster, in his suspenders and horrid tweed cap, clutching a shopping bag with his wig and coat and comely habiliments he could neither wear nor pawn. The empty Empire Displacement Co. dumpster he was hiding in was new and apple green, and the inside was bare dimpled iron, and it remained new and unutilized because persons declined to come near enough to utilize it. It took some time for poor Tony to realize why this was so. For a brief interval, it had seemed like a break. Fortune's one wan smile. An EWD land barge crew set him straight in language that left quite a bit of tact to be wished for, he felt. The dumpster's green iron cover also leaked when it rained, and it contained already a colony of ants along one wall, which insects poor Tony had, ever since a neurasthenic childhood, feared and detested in particular, ants. And in direct sunlight, the quarters became a hellish living environment from which even the ants seemed to vanish. With each step further into the black corridor of actual withdrawal, and withdrawal is always capitalized here, so, it's a big deal. Poor Tony Krause stamped his foot and simply refused to believe things could feel any worse. Then he stopped being able to anticipate when he needed to, as it were, visit the powder room. A fastidious gender dysphoric's horror of incontinence cannot properly be described. Fluids of varying consistency began to pour without advance notice from several openings. Then, of course, they stayed there, the fluids, on the summer dumpster's iron floor. They were there, not going anywhere. He had no way to clean up and no way to cop. His entire set of interpersonal associations consisted of persons who did not care about him, plus persons who wished him harm. His own late obstetrician father had rended his own clothing in symbolic Shiva in the year of the Whopper in the kitchen of the Krause home, 412 Mount Auburn Street, horrid central Watertown. It was the incontinence plus the prospect of 11/4's, I guess that's November 4th, monthly social assistance checks that drove poor Tony out for a mad scampering relocation to an obscure Armenian Foundation Library's men's room in Watertown Center, wherein he tried to arrange a stall as comfortingly as he could with shiny magazine photos and cherished knickknacks and toilet paper laid down around the seat, and flushed repeated. And we end on a hyphen, page 301 of the book Infinite Jest. Have a good night. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking